Hey do-it-yourselfers, today we're gonna put some shiplap in. It's a pretty easy project, a little more time consuming than I expected, but a lot of fun, and my wife likes how it turned out. So here we go. So first of all, the main thing is I went down, checked at Lowe's and Home Depot for this shiplap stuff. These come in 12-foot pieces at Home Depot. I couldn't really find stuff at Lowe's that was very good. I prefer there because I get $15 off $50 purchases, so I always try to buy stuff there with these coupons you can get online for free. However, they didn't have it. I think the 12-foot pieces I found there were a little longer. This is 6 inches. At Lowe's they were like 7, and it was like $12 for a 12-foot piece of this. But at Home Depot it was only $7. So my total project cost for doing, I did about a wall that was about 12.5 feet wide by 9 feet tall, and I think I only spent $130 or so, $120. Anyway, so this is the piece, and you can notice there that they have this interlocking system, but this piece is a little wider, so it's going to leave about a 1/4 inch gap there because of that shiplap look. You can notice on this other side, this is only probably a 1/4 inch, and this is maybe 3/4 inch or so. So I'll show you how that turned out. Okay, and this is how it turned out. After hanging all those, I started at the top on the ceiling here, and I just put pieces in one by one all the way down until to the floor, and I just butted it up against the floorboard down there. A couple things. So one thing that was lame is my wall is 12.5 feet instead of 12 or less, so I ended up having to put this little 1/2 inch piece on every one of these rows, and then like caulk around it and make it look nice. So, and I caulked all around the edges and did a little mud just to clean it up, make it look nice. And then I, of course, painted, and I ended up rolling it. If you have the luxury of having a sprayer, it can be nice to do, because painting in all those little grooves was a big pain. I had to do a brush into each of those grooves. One other thing to bear in mind is I use the nail gun, like a pressurized air tools. But you want to make sure that you poke the hole, put the hole in a place that gets overlapped by the next piece. That way you don't have to do a bunch of finish work. I would put the nail in this crack. So you wouldn't really see it, and then it would just get overlapped by the other one. So that way I really only had to do finish work here on the nails that ended up on the outside. So anyway, that's how it turned out, and pretty happy with it. And probably took me I'd probably say 10 to 15 hours to do all that. So it can be lengthy, but good luck and take care. I forgot to mention, I did on the outlets, because I ended up putting all these, I found where the studs were in the wall, and that's where I ended up putting all my nails. I just measured the 18 inches between each stud, so and drew it on the wall as I was doing this, so I knew exactly where to put the nails. The other thing is the outlet. I had a couple outlets to deal with. I ended up having to buy 2 or 4 more new 6/18 nails, I think they were, or screws, that were like 1.5 inches long, because normally those are only 7/8 inch long, and I had to buy the 1 1/4 inch ones to get, since now my outlets are another 1/2 inch out the wall. So make sure that you plan on that if you have some outlets. And then lastly, if you could, please subscribe, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.